And we are live again. Hello, everybody. This is Katrina. Tonight, or this early morning, rather, we are going to talk about the emotional cycle of change, why it happens, and how to push through. And this is day 31 of my 90-day Go Live journey again. I'm about to, before I call it a day, I'm committed to give value to you guys, to connect with you. And I want to share this. I've shared this with my team in my Zoom earlier. It was a long day for me. I started, but so productive because I started in the morning. We're planning something bigger. We actually are relaunching something in our business team that will help not just our own businesses, but our business partners as well globally. By the way, if this is the first time you're seeing me, I'm Katrina. I'm a mom of three, about to sleep in a bit. I'm based here in Toronto, and I've been here in the business. Here doing digital marketing for more than 5 years now. I help ambitious working moms. I love what I do. I help ambitious working moms make life changing money online. This is the unfiltered. And here on my Ask Me Anything episodes, this is basically your opportunity to connect with me, ask me your questions. Here we get to talk about business, life, and everything in between, how it works. You ask your questions live on the comment section, or you can DM me if you're feeling a bit shy. That's no worries. So just hop on in here with your question, and I try my best to answer it the best way I can. And again, and also, this is part of my 90-day Go Live journey. This is day 31. Oh my gosh, after this is my longest streak of doing Go Live. What's the purpose of this? Basically, to connect with you more, each day you'll get a front row seat to the real, unfiltered moments of my business and life. This is unfiltered, no makeup look. My eye bags is there. Uh, this is a work from home mama, and we'll share the wins, the challenges, everything in between. I do Ask Me Anything episodes like this, so you get to know more, not just about the business, but also life and everything in between. So let's talk about this. You know, uh, and this is applicable with to any changes that you have in your life, not just if you're part of here in the business, also your health journey, finances, relationships. Yeah, and then uh, this is actually I'm going to be showing you the cycle of change, why it happens, and how to push through. And this is so applicable. And I was listening to my Audible. By the way, if you're tuning in live or in a replay, let me know where you're tuning in from so we know how global we are. Good morning, Annalyn, watching from Minnesota. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, you're still awake. And where is it now? Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna be showing with you guys. So, change is, generally speaking, it's hard in a sense that because it's out of our comfort zone, right? Especially our brain, how it works is if it's an unfamiliar territory, it somehow controls you like, oh my gosh, don't do that. That's scary. That's something new. You might get harmed, things like that. And that includes also here in the business. That's why there's so many skepticism that surrounds it because it's an unfamiliar territory for a lot of people, including me. And so we deal with that every day. Not as much lately, but especially when I was beginning, not just here in the household, but also people seeing my ad. So, how does this go? I will be showing you this one. I'm using my phone, so I wasn't able to do a PDF version of this, but this is the emotional cycle of change. You see here, you start with on the top going down. The pink one is the optimism. I'm peeking through it. And then the lower portion is pessimism. Uh, Number one is uninformed optimism. Second is informed pessimism. Number three is the valley of despair. And then you go up, go back to the optimism part, which is informed optimism, and the fifth one is success and fulfillment. So let's dive on in. I'm just going to be looking at my screen here as my cheat sheet, just so I know I'm not forgetting anything. So the first one is the uninformed optimism. Usually, this is the exciting part. Like, you're brainstorming, you're excited, brainstorming about the strategies on how you can do the change that you're about to partake. You are, you don't know yet what it will take. You're in the exciting part. Just like here in the business, like, you watch the webinar, you're excited, and you're excited, you see other people's successes, the testimonials, or maybe in your weight loss journey, you're excited because by this time, by summer, or by this special holiday, you're gonna fit into your bikini or your dress, or your favorite shirt that hasn't fit you in a while. So you're excited. And because, we imagine all the benefits and we have not yet experienced any of the cost. Oh no, my screen turned off. And yeah, so your emotions are driven by uninformed optimism. The emotions are high, and you are on the positive emotional area of the graph. If you see here, right, you're on the top portion. But unfortunately, this stage, it doesn't last as long. Okay, and what happens now is, now it dips onto the second stage of the cycle, which is informed pessimism. Oh no, what is this stage? So now you're informed, you now know the cost. If you're wanting to shed some weight, like me, now you realize, oh, I have to go to the gym, or you have to eat certain food, or cut back on your sugar intake, your carb intake. Now you are actually doing the things. And here in the business, now you suddenly realize, oh, I need to post on social media. Oh, I need to advertise. Because that's the main thing that we do, right? Growing your business. If you don't like, to reach out to families and friends, then do advertising. If you are comfortable reaching out to your families and friends, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Now you dive into the nitty gritty details, okay? But don't worry, there's a training, there's a step by step. Then you realize, oh, okay, things just has just gotten real, because you have to do stuff. It's not just dreaming, it's not just being excited. Now you have to get down on your feet and really do the work, right? And maybe also, for example, you wanted a new job. Before, at the very start, you're excited. Maybe you have a certain uniform, or you go to the office, you dress up, you're excited. And then when you go to the second stage, which is the informed pessimism, you realize, like, oh no, these are the things that I need to learn to be able to be proficient at this, at my task, at my job, right? So that is the informed pessimism. So this is characterized by a shift to a negative emotional state. Okay. At this point, the benefits of the change don't seem as real and important, or immediate, and the costs of change are apparent. Now you're kind of focusing on the things that you actually need to do to be able to complete the change. Okay. And you start to question if the change is really worth the effort. You're kind of, oh, is my, you're actually starting to question even your decision. Okay, is this even worth it? My original state was, just fine. I'm surviving. Do I really need to do this? Or kind of thing. You're kind of starting to question yourself and your decision. And you begin to look for reasons to abandon the effort. Like, okay, maybe I just go back to my comfort zone. It's warm and cozy, and you start to rationalize and say, oh, if that's not, maybe I'll just go back to where things are, where, and if that's not bad enough, things can get worse if you don't contain yourself, your emotions, towards the change that you're undergoing. And then the when it gets worse, you let it go. Now you go to the step 3, sadly, which is the valley of despair. As the title entails, what does this mean? The valley of despair, this is when most people give up. They just call it quits, like, oh, this is not worth it. I'll just abandon ship. And I will not continue anymore. This is not even worth it. You give up. You quit on a bad day, whether you're undergoing change in your relationship, in your finances, in your faith, in the business, in work. You move to a new place. There's just so many things. I give up. It's too overwhelming for you. Okay, so that's what happened because you feel all the pain of change at this stage, and the benefits seem so far away or less important. And there is a fast and easy way to end the discomfort. You know what that is? It's basically to quit and go back to the way you used to do things. And after all, you rationalize, you tell yourself a story that it wasn't bad after all before. So I'll just go back to my warm, cozy comfort zone, right? And here in the business, it's like if uh, if it becomes too challenging for you to face the camera or post even just a simple selfie or to be consistent with your posting, you'll tell yourself like, "Oh my gosh, I think this is not working. I'll just stop this. I'll give up. This business is not for me." You'll just do that, right? And if you quit on change when you are in the valley of despair, you actually go back to the first stage, which is the uninformed pessimism. I'll just remove this one. You see here at the bottom, um, the here on the side is the emotional state, and at the bottom is the quit and repeat phases. Is this phase 1, 2, and 3? If you don't push through the valley of despair, you'll go back to the cycle. Sorry, what's that? The phase 1, which is uninformed optimism. And for you, when you're in the valley of despair, going back to the stage 1, it's actually a whole lot more fun than being in the valley. So you're like, okay, I'm going to stay here. It's comfortable again. Then you become excited again, right? Because, okay, maybe I'll do this again. Let's give it another try, right? And it's precisely at this stage, the valley of despair, where having a compelling vision really plays an important role. That's why we always say, what's your why? Like, ask yourself, you have to have a compelling vision on why you wanted to change. Like, you wanted to weigh a certain, pounds so you can, fit into your dress, or you have more energy for your kids, for your family. What's your compelling vision? And if you're here in the business, why did you even start? You want to have time and money freedom, spend more time with your kids, with your family, bring them to school, help your family more, your ministry, travel more, experience goodness every day, and not just being tied to a work that you don't enjoy, right? So you have to have that compelling vision, and the vision, and also the operating system. So apart from the vision, you should have the tools that will keep you going. Like here in the business, we have that, like the training, the mentorship, the coaching, the community. You have to stay plugged in, because it's not enough that you have a vision. Yes, that's huge, that's really important, and the mindset, but it doesn't stop there. You have to take action every day, consistently, consistent execution. every day for you to push through the valley of despair. Okay, and you'll also remember that maybe when you want to go to a certain school or university when you're younger and you really push through, you wanted to, for example, move to another country like what we did, because you see the vision, or maybe just getting your first car, your first cell phone. You do everything to get that because you have a vision, and when you push through that, then you go to the next step, or maybe also like getting your dream job. Okay, and then so wanting something passionately, like to reach your visions, combine that with the commitment and the tools and events of process control which I just said, is basically the way through the valley to the next stage of change, which is the fourth one. Now you go back to the pink stage, which is the informed optimism. So now you're slowly feeling and getting the results. You're feeling the basically at this stage, this fourth stage, the informed optimism. This is basically the likelihood of success is much higher. Why? Because you're back in the positive emotional area of the cycle, because you push through the cycle of change. You see here at the bottom, it's just a matter of time. Just push through success. And when you go there, you go up again, and basically the your your actions are starting to bear fruits, and the costs of change kind of lessened. Okay, and then your thought, you have your new thoughts and actions are becoming a more routine. It's becoming a habit. You're getting used to the change, like, okay, this is not too bad after all. Okay, and then the key to this stage, this informed optimism, number four, is actually to just keep going, keep at it, do not stop, because the next stage is just around the corner, which is success and fulfillment. This is where this is the final stage of the emotional cycle of change. At this final stage, the benefits of your new behaviors are fully experienced, and the cost of change are virtually gone because your actions are now habitual. It's now routine. They are now routine, which at the beginning were difficult and uncomfortable, and but now they have become routine, a habit, and every time you complete the cycle, you not only build the capacity but also your confidence. And at this point, you can move on to the next change that you want to implement with greater assurance of success. Don't you just love that? Just passing through that. And also, so basically, this emotional cycle of change is the description of the emotional impact that we go through. And by being aware of this cycle, you're less likely to be derailed by your negative emotions, and you're able to manage the change effectively. So it's important to be aware of these stages, these phases of change, so we can better manage our emotions, so we can tell ourselves like, oh, okay, this is pretty normal, everybody undergoes this cycle. Like, I'm excited, and then now I'm kind of starting to question the decision if I made the right choice. And then if it gets worse, okay, there will come a time that you felt like giving up. But don't ever quit on a bad day, try quitting on a good day, and then you push through with that. Now you go to step four, and the key here is, of course, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. And then you push through, keep at it, be consistent. Now you reach stage five, where things become a routine habit, and now you've completed the cycle and you've mastered that, and you're now here. you've achieved your vision, so just keep at it. Now you can focus on another change, and this is also a good reminder for me if I want to master, especially in my health journey. So I hope that helps. Emotional cycle of change. So if you're feeling like you're on stage 2 or stage 3, just keep at it. Especially if you're here in the business, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling extra challenged by situations. Just push through, because stage 4, stage 5 is just around the next bend. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys are watching. You guys sleep too? Judith, hello, hello. I'm excited for you. You're gonna start the business soon. Hey, Carla. Good morning. From there. Good evening from here. Good morning also. Um, here in Toronto. Veronica, hello, hello. Of course, I'll be unlocking your training soon. And Pete. Oh, that's a good question, Pete. No, this is for anybody who's willing to, wanting to make a little extra online flexibly. It just so happened that I'm a mom, and there are a lot of moms who can resonate with me. But yes, it doesn't mean that only moms can do that. I do have dads who are my business partners as well. Of course, anyone is welcome. I'm just a lot my niche is actually with I work with a lot of moms, but you're welcome to check this one out and see for yourself if it's a good fit as well. All right, Pete, thank you for asking that. Awesome, there you have it. I hope that gave you value. See you again tomorrow for another episode of my Go Live, and enjoy the rest of the day wherever you are. And if you find value in this, comment letter C for change. Okay. So I know that you guys are able to relate and get value from that. Hey, Myra, hello, hello from Victoria. Awesome. Have a good day, good night, everybody, wherever you are. Okay, bye for now.